To schedule a Zoom meeting, you'll begin by signing into Niagara University's Zoom web portal, which you can access through My and You by clicking on the Zoom app here. You'll want to sign in with your Purple Pass credentials, and then you can click on Schedule a Meeting. Give your meeting a name. Select the date and time. If you need a very specific time, not one that's on the half hour like the options are, you can type that in and then select it from the menu. Decide the duration, the time zone. And as far as the meeting ID goes, every university account has a personal meeting ID, which you're welcome to use. That number belongs to you, or you can generate a new one automatically. It's entirely your choice. As you start scheduling many meetings, you can start to save these as templates if you'd like, but I don't have one yet. Regarding security features, you can have a passcode in the meeting, a waiting room, or require authentication to join. You must have one of these checked. By default, I use a waiting room, which means I have to admit people into the meeting when I'm ready for them. You can also do a passcode, and the passcode is embedded into the link you send to your guests, so they don't have to enter it. Or you can require authentication to join, which means that your guests must sign into Zoom before they can enter the meeting space. It does not have to be Niagara's Zoom account. It can be a free account, but they must sign into Zoom before they can get into the meeting. Coming down a little further regarding your video options, this is just what shows when the meeting starts. Do you want them to start with their videos on or off? That's your choice. Regarding audio, I'm always going to encourage you to use both. That way, if your guests' microphones are failing from their computers, they can always call in with the telephone number. You can change where the dial-in number is from. The default is the US, but you can change this to Canada if you need to. And then you have a few more options here as far as what you want for this meeting. Can people come in and out whenever they'd like? Do you want them muted when they start? Do you want to set up your break rooms ahead of time? Do you want it automatically recorded? Do you want only certain people to come from certain countries? Alternative host is anyone who can start this meeting in your place if you were running late or not able to make it. You have to list the alternative host email address here. You can only list Niagara University email addresses as alternative hosts. And if you don't know this right now, that's absolutely fine. You can edit that later. You do not have to have an alternative host, but it is an option to you. When you save this, it schedules it automatically. To send the invitation to your guests, you'll come down to the invite link, and you can copy the whole invitation. That's probably easiest for everyone. You click on copy invitation. It shows you what the meeting invitation looks like. You can scroll down and click the blue copy meeting invitation button. So you can copy this meeting invitation and paste this in an email to your guests or a calendar invite. If you do use your Niagara University Google Calendar quite a bit, you can add it to the calendar right here. Click on Add to Google Calendar. It's going to ask me to connect my two accounts. That's fine, I'll do that. Authorize the integration. So it creates the actual calendar event for me with the URL there and all of the notes down below. And then you can start adding your guest email addresses off to the side. And then when you save it, it would send the link to them as well.